What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning to another episode of Right on Cue Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Logan Chestnut, Small Batch Barbecue. Joining us tonight I'm by myself again, guys. It's one is the loneliest number, and that is me tonight. But it's been a fun week though. It's Christmas or Thanksgiving. Finished it up, and it was fun. I didn't get to, so I usually host. I don't know about you guys, but I love hosting Thanksgiving at like my house because I know the food's going to be good. So I usually host it always at my house, but since I'm building my house currently, a new house, and I'm in a rental, we don't get to do that because we have a large family, so we got to kind of do two separate Thanksgivings with my parents and my wife's parents, and that was a blast. The food was wonderful. Had fun at all that, seeing everybody, but yeah. The last week's episode was cracking me up. I was telling my family about one of the guest comments. It said if the cranberry sauce don't have lines, I ain't eating it. I'm like, that is 100% me. It's ocean spray cranberry sauce, and there's nothing else. And my wife, she messed with me. She's like, I got the one with the cranberries in it. I'm like, you better throw that trash away and get the good stuff. And she messed with me. I'm like, honey, we've been married 12 years. I hope you know my style of cranberry sauce, because it's important in a marriage. It's like it's up to top three, definitely top three. You need to know your spouse's preference on those. But no, it was a good time. Christmas is around the corner. Black Friday, we went to the mall on Black Friday. What were we thinking? That was chaos. I felt like I was in the Turbo Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the day. I don't know if you guys don't throw back some old Disney movies, but Arnold Schwarzenegger did Turbo Man or Jingle All the Way. That was it. Jingle All the Way. And he was looking for a Turbo Man, and it was nuts. And that's 100% how the mall was here in Nashville. Insane. People really wanted that half price TV. So I hope you guys got it, because I did not. I was like, this is crazy. I'm out. But my wife hung around for like 5 hours. I don't know how she did. She's a soldier. No bumps or bruises or nothing like that. So that's fun. Christmas time is, I don't know. I feel like when you get older, the older you get, it's stressful, and it's fun. When you have kids, it's really fun. It's more for the kids. Like it used to be, doing stuff with friends, playing holiday games, going parties, and then you have kids, and then it's all about them and the magic, but you kind of get the magic back, which, it's pros and cons, because the build up to it's drains your bank account, and it's also very stressful. But it's a blast. And I'm looking forward to that. My daughter, we decided to have a kid in December too. So she'll be having a birthday here in December. So she gets like birthday and then Christmas, and it's like I run out of stuff to buy, and I know you guys feel me on that. But it's a good time. It's fun times. Side note, Kentucky finally got rid of our football coach after we got our butts kicked by Louisville, our arch nemesis in football and basketball. So this sucks. But Mark Stoops gone. I'm excited. I hope we get a new blood. I appreciate everything he did for the program, but new blood on its way, and I am very, very, very excited. Speaking of being very excited, I'm very excited for the guest we have on tonight, man. He is returning to the show. He's been on the show previously, and during our month of Texas Salute. But this guy is a social media monster, barbecue extraordinaire, and his reps and sauces, I hear, not too terrible, But nothing beats his hat games. His hat game and all that is something I envy, and I got to find out where I can get me some of those, because it's solid. I gotta admit, it's better than mine. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome everybody to the stage, Mr. Alonzo Cantu. What's up, buddy?
Bro? Oh, not much, man. What's going on, Jordan? I was just talking to Jordan on Facebook Messenger a second ago.
Yeah, man. What's going on, buddy, man? I'm serious, man. The hat game, your hat game is like elevated. I'm loving like the Gulf Coast, like the upside down. Some of the what you had, the upside down smoke, wasn't it, on one of your hats?
Yeah. We got the upside down smoke. We got this is I call this the retro logo. So really cool. What's up, Sam? Kind of cool story about this logo. I actually have a picture where I drew this logo when I first started Gulf Coast Smoke, and this is what I wanted our original logo to be. The reason that I ended up going with the hexagon logo, somebody actually came up with that idea for me, and they said, it's really, really easy to print. You can do it in really, really small, like if you want to do something on the side patch. So I went away from this, but I still bring it back every once in a while. So I call this my retro logo. This one means a lot just because I drew it out, but it did. When I drew it out, it did not look this cool. But somebody,
I'm about to say, damn, Bob Ross, you got some skill, man. You got some artistic skill going on there, man. I like that.
No, it definitely done. It didn't look as good as this. Somebody cleaned it up for me, man. But been doing good. I heard that you said daughter's birthday in December. So mine is too. She's actually born on December 24th, so Christmas Eve. So I feel you on the running out of gifts and trying to figure out what to do. She's about to turn 10, so man,
mine
we're
is
like,
too. Mine is too.
So we're like, okay, well, she wants a party at Jump World, and then she wants to do this, she wants to do that. It's hard. I'm with you on that, bro.
Dude, where was these jump parks back when I was a kid? Like, I had the old Rust Bucket trampolines back in the day, and these guys, I'm like, I always saw, like, I don't know if you remember back in the day on TV, there was a thing on Saturdays that had jump ball. It was basketball on a trampoline court. And I'm like, man, that's so cool. I wish I could do that because, white kids, every white kid's dream being on jump high. And I need the help of a trampoline. But now they got them in like every major city in America now, these trampoline parks. I'm like, man, where was this craziness when I was a kid? I want all this.
Yeah, honestly, and they're pretty cool too. I mean, you can go over there and spend a couple of hours, and the kids can kind of just get lost and do their own thing. Of course, we keep a pretty close eye on our kids, but man, they just got so much stuff to do. The only thing is, man, the food always sucks. So
it's terrible.
When you're there for, like, my daughter wants her party there, and we're just like, oh man, I mean, whatever you want, baby girl, but the pizza and everything is horrible. So we're not looking forward to that part of it. But it is what it is, right?
I mean, I used to have the horrible pizza at the Rat Casino whenever I was a kid. Good old Chuck E. Cheese. So my parents suffered through it. I feel like we got to pay our dues too.
No doubt. I'm with you on that, bro.
Yeah, for sure, man. So hey, let's talk some barbecue, man. How's life been down there in the great state of Texas? I've been following your kind of journey. You've been killing it, man. Congratulations on your rub this year, runner up.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah, man. It's I actually got a text that day from Corey Boussart, Smoke Sergeant Barbecue, and he was like, "Hey, dude, congratulations, bro." I'm like, "Thank God." What happened? And he's like, "Dude, are you serious? Like, you didn't see?" And I was like, "Man, I honestly have no idea what you're talking about." He's like, "Bro, you coolest cat. Always answer my I'll love David. I love it. I love talking barbecue, bro. You can text me anytime." And he was just like, dude, your barbecue rub got second best rub, in the contest. And I was like, what? Like, he's like, and it got a perfect score. You lost in a tiebreaker. I was like, there's no way. So of course there I'm going and I'm searching. And I'm like, holy crap. Like, of course I think we have great seasonings, right? But to get that level of notoriety, it was really, really special, dude. And what's crazy is I actually have that right here. Usually I have that right here.
I got me one of those ribbons.
Yep, there you go. Rub contest right there. So I keep it right here just as a reminder to, continue to only put out good products. That's why, everything has to start in our kitchen. Everything has to be tested by, my wife, myself, and, people that I know. I just got to make sure that I'm always putting out the good products, man. But that was really exciting, really cool. Kind of took a huge step back from the competition game. Not something I necessarily wanted to do, but I'm really trying to focus on elevating the brand as much as I can. And I feel like right now that's social media for me, so I've been just trying to really, really push the social media, and I've been trying to grow the brand that way. And yeah, man, it's been a really, really fun ride. We were kind of talking beforehand, and it's a lot of work. It's there's a lot of days when I don't want to do it, but it's just something that I have to do. And if I really want to get where I say I want to get, I've got to be about it as well. So just is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I love doing the social media stuff, and I love doing the podcast and talking to people. You know, always love talking to you and chatting with you. Huge fan of yours. But you know, some days it's like anything, man. It's a poopy day outside. It's cold. You're tired. You don't want to do it, but you know what? You gotta, consistency when it comes to social media. Uh, I'm sure you'll agree with me is one of the major keys to having success is constantly, being consistent, because people know, like tonight, Monday's a 7, if I'm not on, I mean, I'm getting some Facebook messages or something like that. So, but yeah, you're constantly pumping out some quality videos, some quality cooking videos, and your podcast is fantastic. You and your wife, I always enjoy hearing y'all's banter.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. That's exactly what it is. And we talked about that a little bit before the show too. It's like, that's really my time to sit down and talk with my wife, about whatever's going on. There's a lot of stuff that we don't get to talk about, and we may not get to talk about it otherwise if we didn't have that platform to talk to each other. I talked about it in one of my recent episodes. I'm not sure if you heard it, but I had somebody actually come up to me in person at the Open Fire meetup, and they're like, "Man, I wasn't sure if I really liked you in the beginning because of just how your podcast is, right? Like, you're so open, you're so honest, you just like are sitting there talking with your wife, talking about life struggles and stuff like that." And I told him just the same thing I'll tell everybody here, man. It's just an opportunity for me to talk and just be open, talk about all things, everything. That's why we named it that, right? It's not, yes, of course, barbecue centers. It's at the center of our life along with our kids, but man, we'll talk about whether things are good, bad, ugly, and kind of like you said a second ago, dude. We're all human beings, man. I mean, we have great days, we have bad days. Every single one of us is dealing with something, and I never thought that I would want to share that, and I don't even necessarily think that I do want to share that, but the podcast gives me a platform to do that, and I think a lot more people relate than they would admit. You know what I mean?
For sure. I mean, some of like I don't know. You consume a lot of podcasts, like when I do. Whenever I'm on the road, I love it. Some of my favorite ones are the ones like you ever listen to a podcast and you feel like you're hanging around a fire, shooting shit, drinking a beer with somebody, and just like listening to people talk.
Yeah,
and like those are my favorite. Like those, my wife's trying to listen to podcasts of how to kill me. Like those murder whatever, and I'm pretty
murder
sure
mystery stuff.
yeah. So like if I die and I'm on some auction spinoff show, like it's my wife.
Yeah.
But no, like I love listen, like you said, like the real people talking about real stuff about their day. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just like the human condition where you just kind of want to take a glimpse into somebody else's life and kind of zone out about yours for a little bit, but I really enjoy it, and that's why I enjoy yours. Like you said, you kind of talk about everything, and you've kind of cracked the code when you don't pigeonhole you. Like we're barbecue centralized for sure, but I mean we'll talk about different subjects and stuff. Like it's good to like not pigeonhole you into one specific thing, one specific category, especially niche as like competition barbecue or stuff like that. Especially when you're trying to appeal to a wider audience.
And I think that that's one of the reasons also why I did tell myself like, hey, as I love competition barbecue, dude. Anybody that has met me and has been at a competition with me knows that I love it, and I crave going out there, and I want to beat everybody, and I want to win first GC. Of course, just that's natural for me, right? I'm a competitive person, but I noticed that a lot of my content was gearing specifically towards, competition barbecue. And while there's nothing wrong with that, I never made our seasonings for competition barbecue. You know what I mean? I made them for people to make better food in your backyard. We started doing the videos so people could gain confidence and cook good food for your family and friends. And at my core, I really wanted to stay true to that. I did fall in love with competition barbecue. I still love it. I still wish I could go all the time. But if I go to a competition, I'm not making videos. I'm not putting out, like I just dropped a bean video, 30 minutes ago. I'm not making barbecue beans in my backyard for maybe people to want to make on Sunday. And again, I don't think there's anything wrong with competition barbecue or being in that niche, but I just I want barbecue to be my niche, not necessarily just competition barbecue. And so just kind of going for that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's a wise choice, and it's like I said, barbecue is definitely everybody who watches this show or watches your show. Barbecue is at some point, a large part of their of what they enjoy, is their favorite hobby or something like that. But it's good to talk about other things and let people know, you are a real person, and there's other things out there that encompass, who you are, that's not only somebody behind the screen, but also, real issues. But, and I think it's really awesome that you and your wife kind of share that too, because my wife has a hard time sometimes remembering what my show's called. But it's really cool, especially I love seeing like barbecue partners and stuff like that do it together and compete together, because I think that helps with the longevity and also helps with my kids are killing me right now. I'm about to go try not to catch a charge on here. They're screaming in the other room. But no, just trying to continue going forward. But hey, let's talk about something that I got a little salty. I'm a little jealous of something you got to do, and I think I messaged you and reached out to you and said how awesome I thought it was. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about you going to hang out with my idol and my icon, Mr. Malcolm Reed.
Yeah, man. Never in a million years did I think that I would be in a position where I would go hang out with somebody that is the reason that I started doing what I'm doing. And that's just the dead honest truth. And I've talked about this a lot recently, because I went earlier this year, we filmed, and then I've seen them a couple of times since then. We went back to Mississippi, hung out with them for a couple of days, and then they came to Texas. We hung out for a couple of days. And, I love those guys so much because of who they are and not who they are. I've said it exactly like that a couple of times. And I hope everybody understands what I mean when I say that. The status that they've built, the empire that they've built, has nothing. It's nothing in comparison to who they are as people. That's Malcolm, that's Rochelle, that's Tyler, that's Jacob, that's Austin, that's Mark, Jamie, the whole team over there. Like it's just a great group of people that are surrounding that whole business, the whole platform. Tyler just actually said, "What's up in chat?" That's TikTok Tyler. That's the social media manager. Yep, that's my boy right there. He's the social media manager of How to Barbecue Right. He's on another level. He could tell you I annoy him every day, just about. I mean, hey, what do you think about this post? What do you think I should do? How should I, they want us to grow. We're affiliated with them. They want us to grow. Tyler will always be there, and he's super helpful. And yeah, man, I mean, it's really, really cool to be able to do those things. And like I said, never in a million years did I think I would be able to, but I mean, just the same way he is on videos, man. Malcolm's like that in real life, just super duper chill, awesome dude, fun to be around, down to earth. Like if you didn't know who he was, you wouldn't know who he was, if that makes any sense.
No, absolutely. That's he's the hog father. I call him the hog father because, he started off, he's the OG, triple OG of barbecue and barbecue media. For a lot of people, I mean, a lot of guys I know that started off in the competition game back in the day. I mean, we ran his recipes. I ran Malcolm's recipes when I first did competition barbecue to a T. And when I got a call, it's like, yes, it's because of this. But no, and it's people like that, and that's definitely somebody to a good mentor for you to learn from, because I mean, he's definitely has it figured out, and he's very similar to you, where him and his wife, they sit there and they talk about stuff, and they talk about all the good stuff, and just talk about some barbecue on the side too.
Yeah, no, I mean, I have so much, especially, meeting them and being around them a little bit. I have so much respect for Rochelle as well. She's a genius, dude. She's really, really smart, always has really, really good ideas. It was kind of cool and funny when when I was there and I was filming with them, like, she's not afraid to tell me, like, hey, no, I didn't like that. Go ahead and try it again. or like make sure to kind of like, but that's also why they're at where they're at, right? They've done these things. They've taken these things seriously for a really, really long time. And they are a lot of the reason why we've tried really elevating our social media game, because being there with them, you see what they do and you don't want to copy, but you want to implement some of the things that they do into your routine, right? So it's like, okay, well, they'll take multiple takes on that intro. They'll say it one way, they'll do it with one tone, and then they say it with a different tone, and then switch up a few of the words. And like, they're always striving to have the best introductions and making sure the thumbnail is good and making sure I'm saying the right things and stuff like that. And being on Malcolm's channel, 2 million subscribers, it's nerve-wracking. I looked back at that video a couple of times and I'm like, oh, I could tell I was nervous, right? But it was still a really, really cool experience, and I owe a lot of the growth and everything that we have done this year to them and to the Killer Hogs team, specifically Tyler, again, who's in the chat. Like, these people have helped me so much. They're just wonderful people, man.
Awesome. Well, I'm hoping I'd love to meet them one day. He's definitely my great white buffalo when it comes to, people I love to have on the show, and just in barbecue in general, just to pick his mind. Because I mean, I use his recipes all the time. Like if I ever have something like somebody wants me to cook, I always look and see if it's on that site. Yeah. I mean, he's been around forever. I mean, he's cooked everything. At this point, he's like, God, I got to do another one of these videos. And I don't know. And you're getting to that point. Like, I'm sure, like, you're starting to do a lot of how-tos and cooking channels and stuff like that. Like, do you ever get tired of, doing, because it's kind of like you have not a script, but like this point, like any cooking video is going to have, close-ups and different angles and the how-tos and separate stuff like that. Do you kind of have a kind of a script you like to go through when you do the videos, or?
Not necessarily, dude. I mean, I really try and keep it as authentic as I can. In the beginning, there was a lot of trying to be really scripty or trying to like look at what other people have done. And I hate to admit it, in the very, very beginning, man, maybe my first 3-6 months, I was kind of like copying what the big dogs were doing, what Malcolm was doing, what Matt Pittman was doing, what Cosmos was doing. But I very, very quickly realized that is not the way to grow, right? The only way to really, truly grow and fully be an authentic brand that somebody can actually resonate with is to be who I am. Now, I'm going to be honest, I still can't fully be who I am on camera, because that would entail a lot of cursing, a lot of joking, a lot of stuff like that. But, it's also very important to me. Like, I take this from something like the Dude Perfect always says, right? Like, you can sit in front of a TV and you can watch this channel. This guy's not cussing. He's not, slamming beers and throwing them and doing crazy shit. But at the same time, like, I still am being who I am. I have a lot of passion for what I'm doing. And even more than barbecue now, I feel like, man, being able to create a video is really, really, it's incredible. It's fun to think of something and actually make it into a story and then watch the outcome of it. And then hopefully a lot of people enjoy the video. I mean, I couldn't tell you how many times, you see a video go viral, and it, I've had a couple that have had multi-million views, and it's like, it's not always going to be like that. But when it is like that, it's like, man, this is what I do this for, right? Like, so people can watch and people can want to do these recipes. It's not about going viral. It's not about the views. It's about like, oh my gosh, like these people are connecting with the content that I'm creating. And that is just so fulfilling. I can't even explain it. But yeah, don't get me wrong, I do love to eat barbecue shit. I ain't gonna lie.
I know. I gotta watch my language on here sometimes. I let it go a little too free. I shoot a little too far from the hip on some of my shows. But that's just me. That's my personality. You've always met me. That they know. Who you see on the show is who you get in real life.
Yeah.
But no, I definitely probably need to tone it down to reach a wider audience. But it's fun. It's fun. It's a good time. And like I said, I always love talking barbecue people, because like you realize when you get to well, in Texas, I don't know, probably Texas, everybody talks about barbecue. It's like a fifth largest religion, I'm sure, in Texas. But around here, like, I was trying to talk about barbecue to some, normal people, and they're like, oh, well, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I have Sweet Baby Ray's I like to put on there, and it's good to be able to, talk to people on my level about this kind of stuff. But let's kind of pivot. Did you get to go to the Hondo event?
I did. Yeah, I did. I was actually there with Tyler, Malcolm, Rochelle, and Jacob. Yeah, I was there with them the whole weekend. So, dude, it was anybody that hasn't gone to that event and anybody that doesn't have it on their radar, they need to change that up pretty quickly. Yeah. That is worth going to, dude. Number one, if you're a social media influencer like yourself with the podcast, stuff like that, man, you can get out there, you can meet people, you can meet brands, you could talk to people that maybe you could potentially bring on your show. Man, there was a podcast that was there that literally walked up to Malcolm and was like, hey man, can we get you on the show? And he's like, yeah, sure. And Malcolm was on their podcast because they were there at the right time, and they did a quick they did an on-site interview with him. It lasted about 10 or so minutes. But those are the types of things that I feel like you need to put yourself in these situations if you're trying to be not even that you're trying to be anything, but like, of course you want to be good at your craft, right? So yeah, set up a whole tent and host a podcast. Tyler was there, and we literally saw these people walk up to Malcolm. Hey, do you got 15 minutes for the podcast? He's like, yeah. And I mean, I can't speak for him, right? But I mean, I think you'd have a pretty decent chance at him or anyone else that's there.
Sure.
If you just walk up at a good time and say, hey, do you got a few minutes? Because at the end of the day, everybody wants. I mean, you asked me to do this, and it's easy. Yeah. I mean, everybody wants eyes, right? Like I want everybody to know what we're doing for sure. Right. And this is a platform that you've built and you've done a great job at. And that, maybe there's some people tonight that are listening that have no idea who we are. And I love that though.
Yeah.
Because that's new people that hopefully I can reach, and they can start watching the videos, and maybe they'll like them, or maybe they'll like the brand, and maybe the seasonings, But yes, you need to go to that event next year. If you can make it happen, you need to go. Make a little weekend out of it. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, dude. And just being there with all those people, it's like it's worth going to, bro.
Yeah, no, it was funny. So it was the same weekend as the Royal.
Yeah.
And so I'm seeing videos and stuff down there, and I'm freezing my booty off up there in Kansas City. It was like 15 degrees, -15, and I'm seeing all these fun open fire, videos and all for some of my friends from barbecue. And I'm like, I was talking to Bill about it, and he said, yeah, man, he said, I wish I was back home. And I'm like, dude, it looks so cool. Like, I think something like that, we always talk about in competition barbecue, the biggest problem we have is, how do we get the public involved? Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a damn rock show. I mean, some of these pits, I mean, it's like medieval Mad Max. I mean, who don't want, like, if you're a dude, who doesn't want to see that stuff? I mean, the only thing it was missing was like guns. And then, I mean, you'd have the whole, kit and caboodle.
There was even people with literal, like, huge knife sets, right? You could have gone over there and got a slicer, got a chef's knife, got a pair, like they had everything there, dude. And, I think like what you said, hit it, nailed it. There's no real way, I mean, kind of, sort of, to get the public involved in a competition, in a barbecue competition. It's very, very hard. But this was all for the public.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, they sold over 2,500. Yeah. They sold over 2,500 tickets. I mean, dude, you had huge influencers there. Malcolm literally just walking around, Heath walking around, Alfregoni walking around. You had TFTI, Chuck's Flavor Train. You had Mad Scientist Barbecue. You had 3 Pieces of Pecan. Like, these dudes are just walking around.
Yeah.
And everybody's going up and talking to them. And man, the more and more you're around people like this, the more and more you realize they're exactly like you and me, bro. They're easy to talk to. They're great people. They're cool. They're fun. And it's just a really, really cool environment to meet those people. And, also just get to see the people behind the camera. We watch a lot of their videos. Maybe somebody man, I met some guy. He was like, dude, I love watching your videos. I live in Corpus. I'm like, bro, I live in Portland. I live 10 minutes from you. And he didn't know that. I did. It's really, really cool being able to connect to people like that. And it's all about the public, man. So I will say this: I did make a promise to myself that I will go to the Royal next year. I want to experience it one time, and I will go to the Royal unless it's on the same weekend as that again.
I know.
Yeah.
I would, like I said, I hate it when they do that. You know what I mean? Like, I hate it when you have two. I mean, the Royal's a huge deal. I mean, I popped my cherry this year. This is my first Royal, and
How was it?
It was amazing. I mean, it was a great experience. I got to see, in the barbecue family, we're all over the map and all over the world, and the Royal brings everybody. It's a huge draw, and I didn't realize how big. That was my first time being in a NASCAR track. I didn't realize how freaking big those things are. I mean, dude, I got my steps in. It was up there with like Disney World for me as far as getting my steps in.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, it's huge. But there's so many people, so many corporate parties, so much stuff like that. It was a cool experience, and I was extra special because I got to see a couple of really good friends of mine take some square trophies home. And anytime you see that, I mean, it was well deserved. So I had a blast. It was a great first experience besides 15-degree weather.
Man, I tell you what, I could probably go without that weather. I mean, again, I want
throw that away.
I want to experience the Royal, but I do know for a fact that I would be so annoyed being there in that. Now, the other thing that's going to be a little bit difficult is my RV got totaled, so I don't have an RV now that I can travel with. So I'm gonna have to figure out a situation to get there and actually be there and stuff like that. Because right now it's not really something that I'm focused on getting a new trailer or anything. But we'll figure it out. One of these days I will go to the Royal.
Yeah, I'm trying to sell my trailer currently. I'm trying to go lean and mean so I can make some trips down to Texas and not kill myself with the gas bill.
What are you trying to do? Just pop a boy or what?
Yeah, well, sort of. So you follow you have Outlaw Smoker.
Come on.
Have you seen the Outlaw Express? Yeah, that's on my wish list for Santa Claus.
I'm not gonna say much, but I know exactly what an Outlaw Express is.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say. But just you can keep an eye out for my social media this month.
Oh, shut up, dude! I'm so salty of you, Alonzo, man. You're such a nice guy, but I hate you sometimes. I hate you so much. No, yeah. So that's gonna be my setup. I just want to go and kind of go lean and mean, and just that way because I'm jumping pro and teaming up with a buddy of mine, and we just want to be able to hit larger markets and not be such a crazy hassle. Because it is when you pull those big trailers. I mean, dude, it makes your butt pucker sometimes going down those mountains and up those mountains. Well, you don't really have mountains in Texas, but I mean over your prairies.
Yeah, I mean even at that, I mean you get a lot of wind and stuff, and man, it just makes for not the funnest ride, dude. And I'm blessed. My dad goes with me to every contest. My wife and kids go too. So we're taking two vehicles. So either I'll drive and pull the trailer with my dad, or I'll just go with my kids and my wife, and my dad will pull the trailer. And so, again, I'm not saying too much, but something like an Outlaw Express would be perfect for us.
Sure.
Because then the kids and the wife could go to a hotel and, it can hang out and stuff like that. So, it's I think, you're going to love it because Outlaw makes the best anyway. So, it is.
They're pretty good. They don't suck.
They do not suck at all.
They don't.
And
suck.
they got the drums now too. So I am.
I love the drums.
Do you have one?
On order.
Yeah. So same here. Yeah.
Really? What a coincidence.
I found out you wanted one, so I decided. I just
placed my order right
first. I just placed it right
first. Lonzo's gonna get it first. Like, oh crap, Logan did it. Let me do this now. I'm kidding. No, man. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, that's it. That's what I want.
Yeah, for sure.
And I just, I don't know. I want to play with big boys, and it's definitely easier parking. And they're well made, and I love the layout.
Yeah. Kevin said I can rent an RV for that weekend, or I could just stay with you, Kevin.
There you go. Ooh.
That's my pits are burning right there. World
Oh,
champ.
I love it.
Bad dog. Is Jay sponsoring this show? He's not, but Jay is the man.
Jay could be. Hey, well, if you want to, Jay,
Yeah,
shout out
yeah.
Jay.
No,
No,
Jay's one of the best dudes I've met in barbecue. I just love that guy, and any chance I get to promote his products, I
yeah.
definitely will do it. Sorry for promoting too much.
No, dude, I love Jay, and I love his products, and he, like I said, he's been a fantastic guy, and when I've emailed him back and forth, he's definitely been very responsive and very nice.
Heck yeah,
But yeah, the Outlaw cans, like it's there's a million cans out there, right? I mean, there's some fantastic ones out there
for sure.
but that one's it's the Tesla, it's the Cybertruck of canned cooking, if you ask me. I mean, it's it's different. It's different, and I can fit 2 full half pans or 1 full pan on there. That's what sold me on it.
Yeah, I think the design of it is really cool. So basically, if I go to a contest, I'll be rolling with an Outlaw can. I'm also going to be rolling with a Quattro D can. I love Bobby Delgado. He lives over here in Texas. He makes some beautiful drums, dude. Some of the best I've ever seen. And man, his runs really, really well too. But I agree. I think it's the Tesla, dude. And I think like there's not gonna be many like that. I think it's gonna. But dude, the thing I love about it is the foot pedal, bro.
The foot pedal, man. Like,
come on, bro.
Somebody should have stole that idea from trash cans 100 years ago. I mean, come on, man. It's been on my trash can has one for years. So, and like, how awesome is that? Because I can't tell you how many times I've almost spilled the ribs or like spilt butter juice on myself because I'm trying to one hand it and pick the can up and like, dude, genius.
Well, so when Jay first texted me a video of his cans, he texted me a little bit back about it. And I literally responded with the WTF, but I said it all the way out. I was like, there's no way, dude, that you just did that. Like, put it, of course it would be Jay that would do that for sure.
Yeah.
Just such a cool design.
And he put a drain on it.
Yeah, Jay thinks of it all, dude. He really does. The cool thing about him is he's really, really good about taking criticism too. So if you think like, hey man, I don't know if I really love this too much, like he'll think about it. He'll look into it. He's not necessarily going to make changes, but he'll definitely think about it and look into it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I told him, I'm a rather large man, Alonzo. And headroom's a big thing for me.
Yeah.
Because, I'm 6'9". And so, with that express, I'm like, how tall is it? And he told me this. He goes, I mean, I'll make it whatever you want. He said, I'll take care of you. I'm like, all right, cool. Because I gotta have.
What color are you getting?
I don't know, man. Let's find out. We'll see.
Whatever you let me know, I might make a color change.
I'm sure you will. I'm gonna make sure you have yours. I'm gonna be like, no, this is not Gulf Coast Smokes. I had it first. Put baby in the corner. No, I'm killing it, man. Lonzo takes whatever I want to do and makes it better. So sure, like you're gonna take it and just make it so much better. Like I hope you had the Miami Vice colors that you got on your hat as your color scheme on your. That would be dope.
No, I don't.
Dang, I'd love to see a pink one, like a pink one with the blue. That'd be badass. I may do that. I may do Gulf Coast Smoke colors.
Do it
just to make you mad.
It wouldn't make me mad if you're riding an Outlaw out in the competition scene. I'm gonna be happy for you.
Yeah,
because you'll probably go on a streak. You'll probably go on a GC streak, maybe like 10, 15 in a row.
I just want to bung, man. I just want to bung. I just want to draw Alonzo. Is that one you would? Is that one you wouldn't miss?
Yeah, I wouldn't miss that. No, there's no way.
Like, would you? What? At what level of plans? Okay, I talked about this with some other guests. What level of plans would you cancel for that?
Probably. I mean, I'm already married. I've got all my kids. I mean,
like a family meetup. Would you cancel that? Be like, sorry guys.
Well, we don't really do those. I live like 5 minutes from all of my sisters and mom and dad, so family meetups are like Sundays. So I don't think it'd be a huge deal for me to miss. I don't really have anything huge or pending in my life like that right now. So
like I would cancel vacation and like I would can't. I have a Disney cruise coming up. Like I would cancel that in a heartbeat if like that interfered with the Jack.
Yeah,
I
I
would.
mean, I would, yeah, I could confidently say that one. I mean, because that one either, you got to win the 7 or you got to get super lucky, especially here in Texas. So yeah, if I got lucky enough to get it, for sure,
Yeah, dude.
for sure. And I think the last 2 years, dude, in Texas, the people that have gotten the draw only had one.
Dude, so I went to the Jack because the Jack's 30 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
The contest is, and so I go down there. I try to go down there every year, every other year, and dude, Texas is represented very well.
Yeah.
And anything but like, it's Royal, they were represented. They had a whole alley of Texas teams, and the Royal was represented very, very much so by the state of Texas.
Yeah.
And it's funny because a lot of those guys they don't cook KCBS. And so they'll have a hired gun there helping them out, like what's Kansas City flavors, because you guys cook it a little different than we do.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I'm really interested in learning, dude. I know that Brad Leiniger is doing, I think, 2 classes. He's doing one in December and one maybe early next year. Man, I was really close to signing up for one of them just to see what the flavor difference is and just kind of see like how it tastes when you're over there in Kansas City compared to, the way we cook here, because I know like, excuse me, I know that a lot of us have really, really similar flavor here in Texas, but I've never tasted any Kansas City competition barbecue.
Man, it's good, man. It's barbecue with a side of diabetes is what I say, man. It's
sweet.
Yeah, it's like you guys cook till it melts. We cook it till it hurts your teeth. So that's kind of what Kansas City barbecue is.
There you go.
What's your next you got anything on the schedule? I mean, Texas don't have any off days.
Yeah. No, I don't really have anything scheduled or planned competition wise until I think the weekend of let me see. I think it's the weekend of the 20th, December 20th. So 19 days away. I think there's one in Beeville, which is about 45 minutes up the road from me. And I think I'm going to meet my buddy Kevin up there. Kevin Hernandez is the one in the chat. And we planned on cooking that one together because it's on site of a barbecue store that carries both of our products. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to go out there and hang out and do the thing. So we'll
I mean, are you primarily, when you go to these things, are you primarily using only your spices? Have you gone the extreme, or are you still blending a little some here and there?
I only use my spices. Man. I will say I use LC's injections, right?
Solid.
I use LC's injections. I use Kevin's injection too. My pits are burning. I use his injection. I'm using Killer Hog sauce. I'm using my glaze. But only my seasonings and my seasonings only.
I love it, man. There's very few people out there in the barbecue world that just use their own products, and I was talking about this on our pod. Vertical integration when it comes to like top to bottom. In barbecue, there's very few people that have brine, sauces, rubs, the whole kit and caboodle. And I think that's really cool. Like I can only think of like, Tim Shear with Blues Hog. I mean, he's literally got from charcoal. He's got charcoal to cooker. I mean, he's got everything. I mean, I think he's got meat now too on Marble Ridge, but
yeah, he does.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just, rooter to tutor, he's got it all covered in barbecue. And then Heath Riles, he's got every flavor under the sun. So it's just, there's very few people to do that, but I think it's cool. I mean, you're on your way. I mean, you're everything you do. Like a good friend of mine, Hunt Blackledge, he's a sponsored team by you guys, and Smoky Bees Barbecue. And I, anytime he has it in the trailer, I always go in there and try some stuff. And man, I always sing your praises because everything all your rubs and stuff leave such a nice, glaze and such a nice appearance. Because it's all about how it tastes, but also some rubs, how it is. Like some rubs just they make it prettier than others. And like Killer Hogs, man, Killer Hogs, it has the most beautiful color. It's the most beautiful color rub out there, in my opinion.
Yeah, the barbecue rub.
Yeah, is that something you were going like? Did you go purely flavor, or did you have the whole grand scheme in your mind when you did that?
Yeah, I think I think I had the whole grand scheme in mind. I mean, of course, I wanted it to taste really good. I wanted to I wanted it to have a really, really good texture. I wanted it to flow freely out of the bottle, not clump up so much. That's why we went with granulated brown sugar instead of just like, packed brown sugar. And, and then of course, color was huge for me. So went through a few iterations of colors and how can I naturally make this color a little bit closer to what I want? I have some really, really good co-packers on my side that help me out with anything that I have question wise, and so we finally were able to land on something years back now. But that's where Southern Hospitality, I do feel like, I mean, second best rub. I don't think that that's a fluke. I think it's a good seasoning, great color, great flavor, and it's going to make your barbecue prettier. That's for damn sure.
Absolutely. So you got Southern Hospitality. So I didn't know you had the Southern Hospitality.
Yeah.
Is that the newest one?
No. So the newest
Bell.
one, the newest one that we have is Trifecta. So Southern Hospitality, Southern Hospitality, and Southern Belle are actually our three original. So Southern Belle is a beef seasoning. It's got more black pepper. It's a thicker granule. Southern Hospitality was just my sweet barbecue seasoning, really, really good color. And Southern Hospitality is just a spicy version of it, right? It's got the same exact color, but it's got less brown sugar and it's got more of a hotter red pepper. So it's going to leave a little bit of a kick on the back end. A lot of people use it. A lot of people like it. I actually use it on my chicken. So yeah, it's a really, really good. If you're looking for something with a little more spice and not sacrificing any color, for sure you're going to get that Southern Hospitality.
Yeah. Then say I use your Trifecta on a couple different proteins in my programs, and in my injections. I mean, it's so good. It's funny, like non barbecue people just think this says this is a chicken rub, so that's all that I can use on. Like I use your stuff on everything.
Yeah,
and in injections and brines and breakfast on eggs on vegetables. It's not just pigeonholed into one specific thing.
Yeah, no, I mean, Trifecta was really kind of built for that multi-purpose, right? I like to call it a multi-purpose blend because of the brine, season, inject. For a long time, people, I hate to say it like this, but I don't think they were reading the bottle. It says that there's 3 successful outcomes, and when people were, I would talk about, I use it to inject. They were like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, it's on the bottle. I inject all of my proteins besides brisket with Trifecta in some form for sure."
No, I mean it's what you have to do, man. Add it's all about layers of flavor. And speaking of layers of flavor, dude, you did a video lately that I had certain dreams about in my head. That I call it Texas Roadhouse Cinnabon turkey. Oh,
dude, insane.
Can we have a moment?
Yeah.
And just show it the appreciation it deserves. like whenever I saw it, I was like, Stu did it again. I'm like, I'm gonna have to do this. I was telling my family at Thanksgiving about your Cinnabon turkey. Tell me about that. What was the inspiration for that?
Man, so actually my wife and I went to HEB and we were looking for the ingredients for a Nashville hot turkey, which I did that one as well. So we had some turkey breasts and we were planning on doing, I think, 4 recipes the next day. And I said, okay, well, let's just go to the butter aisle and get the stuff we need for the Nashville hot turkey. And man, I saw that cinnamon butter and I was like, I looked at Sabrina. I was like, dude, no, we have to use this. Absolutely have to use this. So I just grabbed it, threw it in, and man, talked to my wife. What's up, Shane? What's up, brother? Shane actually has some really awesome seasonings as well.
I met Shane at the Royal. He didn't remember talking. He said, "Do I know you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we talked for an hour or so before." And he goes, "Oh man, my bad." Such a nice guy. Such a nice guy.
Oh, dude, he's awesome, dude. And man, so yeah, I just decided, man, I got to use this butter. And then I tasted the butter. The butter on its own was delicious. But I said, you know what? Let's add a little bit more cinnamon and let's add some brown sugar in there, really to get those sweet flavors, the sweet and savory flavors to come through. And dude, I mean, it was incredible. It was truly incredible. And the thing that I tell people, it was a handle of Crown India.
Baby steps for us. Baby steps.
the thing I tell people about these turkey breasts is they are so versatile. But at the same time, I really feel like if you're just using like an exotic flavor on the outside and you're not brining or injecting,
Mhm.
it's really, really, really hard to screw them up because, and I talk about this a lot. The surface area of a turkey breast, right? Let's just say it's like this. Man, you're only getting that flavor on the outside ring of it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So like
It's a crust.
yeah, it's like a crust. So the bite on the middle, it just tastes like turkey breast unless you brine it, unless you inject it. So
Mhm.
that flavor on the outside is very, very subtle. It might seem like it's way too sweet, but especially when you got, a little crust like that all the way around, you're not overdoing it. And if you like that flavor, man, just go ahead and run it right through that butter and all that goodness again. So I mean, that's what I did, right? But
Yeah.
I always encourage people to try those recipes because it is very hard to overdo them unless, again, I'll say it one more time. I'm not trying to beat a dead horse. Unless you're brining or injecting, it's really hard to overdo it
Yeah.
because it's such a small amount of flavor that's on the outside. And you can always say, well, I don't really care for that, and just kind of cut the crust off and eat the turkey, and you're good.
Exactly. And then, when in doubt, always inject with Tony's Cajun butter. I mean, I don't think there's a better turkey injection. I mean, I'm just saying,
Dude. So I did a recipe with that as well, and I took a bite and I was like, I mean, like, how does anybody not love this?
No, I mean, I hate it. It's hard to find throughout the year, but like, I'll load up on it when it comes out for Thanksgiving. I'm over here like buying 6 or 7 of them. Like, I'll do it throughout the year. I love that stuff. It's so good.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah.
so good. What is the thoughts on the injection? Thoughts on the injection after it hits temp and arrest, like the cinnamon butter?
Yeah, I definitely think that could and would work really, really good. I think, I think it just depends on, if you like the flavor enough, for sure. But I mean,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, dude, that cinnamon butter one was stupid, like so stupid.
Oh, dude, whenever I saw it, I was like, oh, bro, that looks so good. I was so, I was drooling. I was drooling watching your videos as I normally do. That and another one I totally robbed off of you, which it's something I've always, you see these videos like you're watching, and with food porn, it's what it is. I watch it all the time. Like, go around like, holy crap, that looks amazing. Holy crap, this looks amazing. And then I'm like, you ever see these like things like you have to cook? You're like, I don't know when I'm going to do this or how, but I'm going to go out there and cook it. I don't care if anybody eats it, but I'm going to cook it.
Yeah.
That's the cinnamon roll pork belly.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that one was.
I mean, talk about fat boy heaven.
Oh,
I love cinnamon rolls in general. Like, that should be in a dessert category in its own.
Dude, and the thing is, that's an older video, but if you ever go back and watch it, you could just tell how soft it was when I bit it. You could just tell how soft it was, dude. It was cooked so perfectly, and the fat was just so. Oh, dude, it was so good, bro.
I know.
That one was there for sure. That one was really there, man. There was a couple of turkey breast videos that we did where I was like, oh my gosh, this is it right here. Like, boom, this is
it. So, all right. So, what's your opinion on turkey? Smoke it, inject, or smoke it, oven, fry it, or smoke fry. What is the best?
You talking about a whole turkey?
Yeah, whole turkey. Like, we're doing Thanksgiving, we're doing a holiday meal. Are we smoking it? We're gonna smoke fry it. I like smoke frying it. I think you can't beat that.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be basic. Yeah, I feel like it's impossible to beat a Tony injected fried turkey with a Cajun seasoning.
Yeah,
it's so hard to beat. I remember when I was a younger kid. At that time, one of my buddies, he had moved into town. His dad was in the Marines, and it was the first fried turkey I'd ever had in my life. I think I was like, maybe 12, 13. And I'm sitting there like watching them do it. I'm like, what are they doing, bro? Like, my mom makes turkey in the oven. It's the greatest ever, and they gave me a slice of the turkey and I was like, this is incredible. Like, what the hell is this? And it was a Tony Chachere's injected with a Cajun seasoning on the outside. And it was just like, how do you beat this? I really don't understand how you could beat it.
No, dude, it's dude, fried turkey, like, once you have it, it's one of those things like people trying to have bacon for the first time, and all they had is like turkey bacon or tofu bacon, and they had like real bacon for the first time, you're like, why did mom lie to me so much? Like this is not the same. It's not the same. They're not built the same. Fried turkey, when it comes to moisture and just flavor in general, it's so good. It's the only way to go. Now that's all those smoke frying it, because you get both the smoky flavor from it and the juiciness from frying the turkey.
So how far do you smoke it to? Like what internal temp?
So what is it? They say you fry it for every, what is it, 1 second for every 10 degrees or something like that. It's been a minute. What else? There's like 110, I think.
Okay.
I think I smoked like 110 or 120, and then deep fry for the rest.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I bet you that's got a. Do you do it like you smoke it on a lower temp to where it like can kind of?
I really want to get that smoke flavor infused into it, and then I'm just getting that crispiness and the juiciness from the frying on the back end. So, but no, man, it's good. I love Thanksgiving. Like Thanksgiving is my favorite time of the year, and I wish I could eat that meal year round. Although I would be as big as a house. But it's good. But man, yeah, like I said, what do you got lined up going on next? Like, what other recipes? You have anything fun, exciting, new that's gonna be coming up, or that you recently did that you want to kind of shout out?
Man, I got multiple recipes coming out this week. I just did some barbecue baked beans today. I did some bacon wrapped lollipop chickens that'll come out this week, and I'm really trying to perfect an over the top chili recipe. A lot of people, do over the top chili with ground beef, which I think is incredible. I'm looking to use a few different types of beef that will be over top of that chili. So hopefully you'll see that video this week as well. But other than that, man, I mean, just pound the pavement, keep making videos, keep trying to grow the brand, do the right things. One thing I will mention, and I haven't said anything about it yet, but we will be opening up, registration for our ambassador team within the next couple of days, within the next week. So if anybody does social media, or if anybody does competition barbecue, and you're interested in being a part of our team and what we've got growing here, the registration for that will open very, very soon. I do plan on, trying to expand out further, not just be in Texas. My team last year was very, very Texas oriented, which there's nothing wrong with that. I love Texas. I'm from Texas. I'm born and raised. I'll never leave. But as far as a business standpoint, I would like to be in different areas of the United States and have representation all over, which, like I currently have with like Hunt, Corey, I got Jonathan in Louisiana. So, I mean, we've got some, but I wouldn't mind, a little bit further east and further west.
Southeast.
Yeah. So, if anybody's interested, like I said, we'll be opening it up, and hopefully we get some good candidates, and hopefully we can give you guys something to be proud of, to represent, and, continue to grow.
Absolutely, man. I know, dude, last year, I remember you said, I kind of followed it. I think you said it filled up. Yeah, you had a huge response for your first year. I mean, that just goes to tell you, like, the amount of people who love what you do and love your products. So, I mean, dude, I know it's going to be even bigger this year. And I know some people in Tennessee that love your stuff.
Yeah. Tell them to be on the lookout. I wouldn't mind a few Tennessee teams, man.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely. I'll be looking for those signups. We'll see what it's about.
For sure.
Maybe I give me one of those Gulf Coast hats. I was looking online. I'm like, I'm going to buy one right now for myself for Christmas. I'm like, I got to get me one of those OG ones. You make one for big heads?
Man, this is a one sizer, but I mean, how big is your head?
I mean, Jimmy Neutron, nothing bigger than that. I mean, no, I'm kidding. No, I'm messing with you. I'll definitely take a look. I love your style. I got to get me some new hats, man. My hats are all old and beat up and stuff. I gotta update my swag a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta get some small batch stuff, bro.
I know, man. I gotta hook you up. We'll swap. Get some bourbon stuff down there to you. All right, last question, man. I'm gonna let you go. gotta get these kiddos to bed. But so when it comes to your overtop chili, right? Like, what's the best bean you like putting in them?
Dude, I'm okay. Listen, bro. I'm a Hispanic. I grew up eating beans in my chili.
Thank you, dude.
I did.
I love messing with my Texas fans. I always give them crap about. I say Texas chili is essentially sloppy joes.
Yeah.
It's essentially a sloppy Joe mix. You gotta have beans in there.
That being said, I will eat it both ways, and I think it's delicious both ways. But I grew up.
It is good.
I grew up eating it with beans. Like I said, I mean, I come from a Hispanic household, and that's just the way my mom made it, dude. Beans in the chili with cornbread. I don't know. That's just the way I eat it, bro.
Dude, for sure. Like, so you do like churro beans or like white beans, black beans? What are we doing? Pinto beans?
Yeah. So my mom would just put like kidney beans.
Kidney beans? I got you.
Yeah. She keeps it pretty simple. Kidney beans and, of course, all the other, onions or whatever. But
sure.
Just kidney beans. She doesn't go too crazy with it. But yeah, man, I don't know. I just, when I like, if my mom calls me that she made chili, I'm going over and I'm having chili with beans. 100%.
Oh, it's so good. I love. I was talking to my wife like up here in the South, Tennessee. Like one of my favorite meals, especially when it gets like colder outside, is white beans and ham hocks.
Yeah,
just a bowl with some cornbread. Oh, so good. It's so good. It's like soul food for me. It's just
not something I've had, but I would 100% try.
Dude, you never have white beans with ham, like white beans with ham hock, and like you put a little rotel in there. Oh
no. Man, I'm gonna look it up on YouTube. I'm gonna make myself.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna send you a recipe. You gotta check it out, man. It's one of my favorites. It's good old Southern food.
I look forward to it, brother.
All right, Big Daddy. Well, man, thank you so much for coming on. And dude, I'm a big fan of yours, and I appreciate everything you're doing for the barbecue community, and hell, just social media community. I mean, you're a nice guy. You've always been so nice to me, and I love boasting people up and seeing you succeed, and you definitely have been doing that here lately. And look forward to seeing where you're going coming soon. So yeah, man, for the people who are watching who may not know who you are or where they can find you yet, kind of tell them where they can find your stuff and any other shout outs you want to give.
Yeah, I mean, you can just follow me on all social media platforms at Gulf Coast Smoke. Just type in Gulf Coast Smoke on any of them, it'll come up. Definitely shout out my wife, shout out Outlaw Smokers, Quattro D Smokers, Royal Oak, Killer Hogs, How to Barbecue Right. Appreciate everything. And thank you for letting me come on, man. I'm a fan of yours too, bro. Don't think I'm not.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, I think we gave Jay enough shout outs tonight.
One more though.
No, one more. No, I'm kidding. Jay and Malcolm. Honestly, I always give praise to Malcolm. Yeah. But no, man, thank you so much for coming on, and I truly appreciate it. And remember, you heard it here. According to Alonzo, when it comes to chili, make sure there's beans in it. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much, man. And I'll talk to you later. All right.
Later, brother. Have a good night.
See you, buddy. All right, guys, that's my show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. We'll be back next week with another great guest. And I hope you guys have a great holiday. I hope you survive Black Friday and today's Cyber Monday. So make sure you get out there and spin. But yeah, like I said, like always, guys, when it comes to barbecue, make sure you're always right on.
That's all, folks.